So, a little bit more about my crush on Steve Sadie. I do recall the actual last time I saw him was July 2016 at the appeal at a different courthouse, not the U.S. District Courthouse, but at the Court of Appeals down the road, the old courthouse in Portland by Pioneer Square. And what was rather awkward about it, besides I of course find out at the last minute or just figure it out and look it up or something, is I was in a neck brace from Ben Pickering's assault, roughly like 40 days before. I was still pulling off my hijab. Protest, defiance, spectacle, whatever it was. And I was particularly grieved because Charlie Hales had just had me roughed up by police for speaking on the police chief shooting scandal and women in policing, and why he needed to resign for this 30-day cover-up he was in. So I was in actual pain in my wrist and my shoulder for being mashed up by Officer Engstrom at Charlie Hill's instructions, or could have even been JTTF, whatever. And it was just kind of like, what a world. And I just met Ben Clementine, this fabulous artist from England who had come to tour in Oregon, so I'm having these like, oh, you're almost going to be killed, okay, now you're testifying for a grand jury, okay, now you're not going to be killed, okay, now you're going to be confronting the mayor on his need to resign, okay, now you're going to be messed up by the mayor's forces, okay, now you're back in federal court with like these most highest ranking lawyers and they all know you. It was just like, how many roles and how many games am I going to play? And I felt fairly lousy, and I think it happened like the day after the Michael Strickland shooting nonsense. So I had actually been at that protest where Michael Strickland was attacked and pulled a gun on these weirdos who were charging at him despite knowing he's like an open carry or concealed permit guy, or was at the time. So there have been quite a few odd and curious things. Not to mention I'm no longer a Portland resident, I'm just like absolutely moved away, and had just sort of come back to Portland thinking, well, when you almost die and have a huge whiplash injury, when a police brutality victim who you've tried to advocate for and be in love with is, and it was just kind of like such a nightmare, because for years I had premonitions that I would be strangled again, like my 2002 rapist did to me, or something would happen to my neck, and I was extremely upset at the murder of Steve Sadie's colleague Nancy Bergeson by strangulation, and had just nightmares and premonitions about it. So after I had this terrible incident with this near homicide, I've been Pickering at his worst, it was as if, okay, your fears can subside now. This great tragedy has happened that I had felt coming in my future, and it was kind of sad for Sadie to have to see me in that condition and know that I was in a huge amount of pain and just struggling to hold my head up. And I did not know that I would be assaulted 1 year later by the Seaside Nutrition Director, Bob Chisholm, who would slam me down and not give a shot about hurting that neck injury when he did his pin down slam down. That was investigated by Astoria police and held again by the same DA who had dealt with the other violent attacker. So these violent attackers who like to assault Mary Ang, whether you have position in the Seaside City government or whether you're cast off by society, move away. Get out of my way. I don't like you. No, I don't know. I'm so compassionate. I love that federal defense. I like that defender mentality, but it's quite dangerous when one gets a grab of Stockholm Syndrome. I felt that Mohammed didn't feel me, he didn't notice me, our letter writing had dropped off, and he became suspicious of me, like what was my motive. I don't know what my motive was. I'm almost just like, I could be friends with anyone. But I particularly enjoyed his smartness and maybe his loneliness. Why did anybody write anybody in prison?
Forgive me, treat the honourable lady with courtesy and respect, and she's perfectly entitled to raise a point of order. But of that point,
so that was just like one day in July, and then I had to sort of proceed, hop on, basically fighting my case against the city, which eventually the DA was going to drop. Very promptly, actually, in 40 days they dropped it because it was fabricated and perjury and erroneous reporting and blah blah blah. So that was kind of like so many jobs. The pay not so good. But I remember Sadie was just stuttering, and I wasn't sure if it was an affectation, but I think it was just maybe nerves, maybe frustration, maybe giving up a little. I don't know what it was. But when we were standing outside the courthouse, by that time I'm standing with Sadie and Wax as if they're my friends, or I'm trying not to be clingy, and I think they had like some bravo young lad lawyer from the Electronic Frontier Foundation or something like this. It was like, wow, some star-studded cast, and is like the amicus or some additional counsel or something. And at some point I'm standing right next to Teresa Rayford, and I am introducing her to Wax and Sadie, and I think Wax is just like, oh yes, I know her. And then I think we just kind of were lost in that human moment of sort of this it's all over feeling, and they drifted off to talk to the other lawyers. It was just a hot, disgusting day, too hot to be wearing court demeanor clothes. Oh, and who did I meet in the weigh-in was Billy Williams. I saw Vahid Brown out here on the beach a couple months back.
Chose to come to the house and to respond, I'm sure that would be appreciated by the house.